Gaming journalism is fantastic. In fact, I love it. Thanks to gaming journalism, it has given me a voice in the gaming industry. Uh-oh, Fluffy has something to say. Little did I know that the lack of a connection to the gaming community has left gaming journalists sort of like on the outskirts, looking in. It's really strange when most of the time gaming journalists have extreme contempt for gamers, or they completely, hold on dog, my face, or they completely miss the mark on all bases of the gaming culture in and of itself, which makes you wonder, why the hell be a gaming journalist if you don't really enjoy gaming? You know what I mean? It's like the equivalent of DSP becoming a gaming journalist, and frankly, he probably should, because technically, DSP has completed more games than gaming journalists have. He's better at Cuphead than gaming journalists. That makes you think. DSP beat the game. Gaming journalists couldn't even beat the tutorial. So, in that instance, whenever these hard games come out, the same thing happens over and over again. For some reason, gaming journalists are put off by it extensively. I mean, there's a whole bunch of crap I could get into. Maybe I'll talk about some of the gaming journalists who had a problem with Resident Evil. Like this one from Forbes. I am scared of Sekiro, shadows die twice. Well, I guess I can understand. Sekiro's a lot like growing up in a black neighborhood and being mixed race. Around every corner, there's an ass whooping with your name on it. And I'm no stranger to getting my ass kicked.
I need to prove to her that I'm not just a man, but a man's man.
Oh, Newsweek, they called me an alt-right troll. So I'm not really surprised by this. Long story. That's for another day. Understanding you're not fun, Sekiro rage quits. PC Gamer, is Sekiro too hard? We talk about how Sekiro succeeds and stumbles with the approach to punishment. You know, life is punishing. In all honesty, like really, life is punishing. That's probably why many people like the Dark Souls and From Software series. The game is punishing, but if you stick to it, you can win. I guess maybe all the years of being on YouTube and dealing with that horrible algorithm, every time I think I got the better of it, it turns around, flips the script, and starts beating the living shit out of me. At least with From Software games, if I tough it out and learn, I can progress. Not so much with YouTube and Twitch children. Some of you know my struggle. Forbes apparently has another article that came out literally yesterday. Sekiro, shadows die twice, needs to respect its players and add an easy mode. Does that not defeat the purpose of the game in and of itself? That is what I question with this thought. Like, then what would be the point of Sekiro? What would be the point of From Software games if there was just an easy mode if you couldn't hack it? There are countless games you can play that can actually give you what you desire if you just want to win simply and easily. I mean, when you look at Dragon Ball Z Fighter, as much as I liked it, it was still a step back from what I was expecting from the same people who made Blaze Blue, or the holy grail of 2D fighters in my opinion, Guilty Gear. Like, the complexity is what made your striving to pull off a combo worth it. With Dragon Ball Z Fighter, and I think that's what killed it, you could actually do one-button combos. Yes, you could string harder combos, but really, at the end of the day, if the one-button combo is almost like a homing missile that once it's initiated and you get caught in it, it's over, then you know what? Why bother? But what the hell do I know, right? Anyway, it's time, once again, to revisit the old saw. It's true of Dark Souls 3, it was true of Bloodborne, it was true of all other From Software games. And it'll keep being true until the only acceptable conclusion. One of these games finally puts an easy mode. That hasn't happened yet, and so here we are with Sekiro dies twice. Needs an easy mode. Hello, old saw. I'll be honest, it's not that nice to see you again. Then you're just gonna have to play something else if you want an easy mode. To combat this, as you all know, I am the lead guy in the Ultra Scrub Lord series, a series of videos not featuring the greatest gameplay ever. I always felt that when you watch most YouTubers, they only chopped up their best moments to make themselves look amazing. I decided I would use my experience of being a natural-born scrub and put it to good use. I was going to take on Sekiro Dies Twice. I was going to give it my best. Here is what I discovered in my own investigative journalism. Sekiro Dies Twice will beat the ever-loving shit out of you if you are a scrub. Is he dead? Oh, my ass! Oh, God. Stay down after being knocked to the ground usually means certain death. Yeah, that's obvious. It is time to run. Oh, that's right. Jump! Jump! Haha! Karate. Oh! Oh! That didn't work. Oh, was that a sweep? Don't sweeps require you to fucking use your legs? What? I cut him in mid-fucking air. Oh, that was a bad block. Nice to see he just ignores my attacks. That doesn't make a shred of sense. What's that? Oh, really? Oh, come on! Oh, god damn it, I don't understand Japanese. Get down. Oh, come now! Lock onto him, you fuck! No! Jesus! He's doing something dangerous! Oh, what? No! Whoa! No! Oh, Gundam, you dumb fuck! I'm about to die because I'm not thinking clearly. Oh my shit! Holy fuck! Gaming journalists are right. This game's harder than finding a date on prom night with a clubbed foot. Now, even though I routinely got the ever-loving shit beat out of me in Sekiro, there was no point where I was ever really mad at it. That's the thing. Like, I just wasn't moved to rage. I knew exactly what I was getting into. It's like dating an attractive girl that you know is crazy. And whoever's listening to this, if you're a guy, you know you've done it too. You've been there. I've dated one woman who was so far out of my league, people thought I kidnapped her when we went shopping. You know, they're like, what does he have on her to keep her around him? But the trade-off was, she was crazy. She was stone cold crazy. But I held on. I knew what I was getting into. It's only when you don't know what you're getting into that you really deserve to get angry. You had the right to. You know, when you date a normal girl and she screws you over and you're just like, what? What? You said that you weren't going to be like this and you're not hot enough to do these sort of assholey things. You need to look like Christy Turlington, Stacy. I'm actually attempting to curse a lot less here. But then again, it's also because I'm talking about a game I actually like. So I guess there's not rage here. And I don't really care to get angry at gaming journalists doing what gaming journalists do. Not really understanding games. I mean, I guess they think they do, but they don't. Why does the games develop? Like, what is this? The game needs to respect its players to get an easy mode. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't. It's almost like writing an article, I'm sick of playing this RPG series. Why doesn't this game respect its player and make an action game? I am tired of this RPG-based company. After this article was published, the journalist then said, since publishing this, there's been some interesting conversation on Twitter and elsewhere. Below, I'm posting a Twitter thread from accessibility expert Ian Hamilton. So even the guy who is a specialist in writing about games being accessible for handicapped people says here, I agree accessibility is important. And as it happens, I've recently had the opportunity to discuss the issue with Cherry from an article. I also think that adding an easy mode to Sekiro means making a fundamentally different game. Ian, this guy gets it. He really gets it. If you add an easy mode to to From Software games, then defeats the purpose of the series. It defeats the purpose of this developer's body of work. In a day and age where every game is Sorry, my puppy is being a puppy. In a day and age where many games seem overly simplified, look at Star Wars Battlefront 2, look at Star Wars Battlefront 1, to be accessible to everyone, to make games not offensive, to make games not hard, I'd say that From Software games, the Souls series and down to Sekiro and Bloodborne, are a bastion, a portal to a time back when gaming was unforgiving. You know, back when I was a kid, Nintendo, Sega, Super Mario, Donkey Kong Country, you died, eat a dick, it's over, start over. X-Men, the first X-Men game on Sega, if you died, if you lost all the X-Men before you got to the final stage, the game started all over again, dude. It was no joke, and there was no saves either. It was no joke. If you lost some X-Men, if you lost your favorite X-Men, you better get good at the others and figure out how to make it to the last stage, and then everybody finally respawns. For me, it's no big deal. But then again, what the hell do I know? I'm used to getting kicked and beaten down and trying to make a comeback. I live Dark Souls. I live Sekiro. So it doesn't really bother me even when I get my ass kicked. I just keep pressing forward, because once you actually beat, you know, a boss or an enemy that's tough, there's this feeling of accomplishment that genuinely I don't get from many games anymore. I mean, I remember I used to play Overwatch, and getting into Diamond meant nothing after a while. It's just kind of like winning meant nothing. Even if you played a hard match, it was just like there was no satisfaction. At least with this, there's some satisfaction. It rewards the tenacious. It rewards those who persevere in the face of adversity. In an age of people too lazy to go get their own takeout, that's why we have Grubhub, Uber Eats, Postmates, and so on. I welcome games like Sekiro. It reminds you that you can get your shit packed in if you aren't winding your P's and Q's. And on that note, I'm the hell out of here. Rate, comment, subscribe. Actually, please do it. Remember to hit the bell notification, because for some reason it's important. Because the more of you that do, you can keep my head above the water while YouTube tries to drown me like an unwanted pregnancy. Ugh, that was a dark thought, wasn't it? Better edit that out, or else it's not advertiser friendly, and then they can't put you around because you're offensive. Eat me. Eat me, machine.